Hello, welcome to Staggernots. It's Staggernots channel and Staggernots React. We're doing another Staggernots React video. You may notice it looks a little different right now. In fact, hang on one second. Let me do something here to see if this helps. Or if I can. Never mind, I can't. Okay, we're going to leave it as is. But we're a little bit smaller here. We're doing this via video chat today. Just kind of had something get in the way, so we couldn't do it in person. And so I just kind of wanted to get one out here. So we're doing it this way. I don't know if you know who, so I'm Mr. Matthew, obviously, and then you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brianna.
Yep, and she helps us with a lot of stuff at Staggernots. You may recognize her from the Bubba Bootlegger video, which is probably one of my favorites. I think these types of the React videos are also like my favorites to film, but that one was a lot of fun too. But
that one was probably my favorite as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we're gonna do more like that in the near future. But we'll have to think about that. But today we're doing a reaction video, and as I understand it, I don't think you've actually ever seen this before, right? This is a Gospel Bill episode we're gonna watch called "Don't Ever Quit." Have you?
I don't think I've seen this one. No.
All right, so you get a true reaction then from someone who's never seen it before. See, I've seen it a lot, so I can give you kind of like input on it, and I enjoy it. Otherwise, I would pick something different. But so this is kind of one of my favorites here, and get a raw reaction, so that should be fun. All right, so now this actually, oh, that's true too. Excuse me. It's a little different than this is actually not Bill Gunner, but it's the same kind of basic characters. But it was like a prequel type show. It's like the original show. It's more of like a sound stage rather than like an on location set. And so you're actually doing, huh?
So this is where they started it off.
Yeah, they actually did this for like, if I'm not mistaken, like 12 years.
Wow.
So if I'm not mistaken, it was a long time if it wasn't that long. But so this is like a sitcom, like on stage type set, but not live in front of an audience, but that kind of feel, as opposed to on like a film studio type thing.
Right.
Is kind of what the difference is. But it's a little different, and but it's it's really cool. And you're the first person to watch one of these on the channel. So there you go. So all right. So I think you ready to get thrown into it?
Yep, ready.
Okay.
Joe, listen, I need you to get off Telegram for me. Would you?
Sure.
So it does a preview of what's coming up in the episode before it starts. That's what you're seeing here.
The Great Morducci?
Yeah, the Great Morducci, the escape artist and burglar.
2 plus 4 equals...
Math.
Oh no.
Hey, TV,
What's the matter? What are you doing out here? You're supposed to be watching Morducci.
well, I can't.
Why can't you?
Well, see, he's not there to watch.
No problem. I actually had this music on my phone for like an alarm. So I can make it an alarm, this music. I can wake up to this song.
Gospel Bill, his sidekick, Nicodemus, Miss Lana, good old Elmer Barnes, and the entire Dry Gulch gang.
Howdy, Lana. How's it going?
Looks like I'm going broke.
Well, what's the matter?
Everyone in this town owes me money.
Well, what about me? Is my bill paid?
Oh, well, you're about the only one that doesn't.
Well, now listen, Lana, things can't be all that bad.
But they are. Most of the people in this town owe me money. They don't give it a second thought. They don't realize that when they don't pay their bill, I don't get paid, and I'm the one that suffers. I don't even think it's worth running this store.
Now, hold on a second. Don't go saying that, Lana. This town can't do without you. I don't know how we'd get along if you didn't run this store. Look, there's got to be a way to get out of this.
What am I going to do?
Well, I don't know exactly. I didn't know it was this bad, and I bet most folks don't either. Maybe I'll just write them a letter and just kind of tell them, you know, if they can't come in and pay off all the bill right now, they ought to pay at least part of it.
Do you really think that'd work?
Well, Anna, it's gotta work. I mean, we can't do without you. We need you here. Look, I'll boost your sales a little bit. That's for an apple.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Well, howdy, Nicodemus.
Hey, GB, you are looking at a man that is in pursuit of intellectual type conquest.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that's what the brochure said. What I'm actually doing is furthering my education.
Well, that's really good, Nicodemus.
You know, a lot of folks around Dry Gulch probably think I'm a four-year college graduate. Actually, the truth is, I didn't even get out of grade school. Let's just keep it between me and you, okay?
So you're taking some classes by correspondence?
No, I couldn't attend the classes, so they send me the lesson, see, and I fill them out and send them back to them, and they grade them.
Oh, how long is it going to take you to finish this up, you think?
Oh, I figured I have my master's degree in, about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm a real brainy person. My mama always did say I was a real quick learner.
Now listen, Ned, we're not all going to die. Now what's the problem?
Mrs. Samuels in the window and a burglar.
Well, wait a minute. There's a burglar at Miss Sandville's house. Nicodemus, here's an apple for your teacher. I'll be right back. Hold it right there, mister. Hands in the air. Well, it looks to me like you've been helping yourself to Miss Samuel's jewelry. Well, turn around. Let's see who you are. Hey, I've seen you before. Now, your picture is on one of those posters I've seen. Let's see. You're that Italian fella, Morducci.
The great Morducci.
Oh, excuse me. Well, Mr. Great Morducci, I've got a great jail cell just for you. So why don't you just step right this way, okay?
All right. So one thing different about this show is they actually have like puppet skits and like stuff in the middle of it. So that's like coming up there real quick. But I always thought it was funny. He's like, oh, it's like, so you're taking classes by correspondence? He's like, no, I couldn't go and attend the classes, so they send them to me. Well, the joke is that's what correspondence means. But
Right.
so the basic setup they have is you've got Gospel Bill's the sheriff, and he has a criminal that he's trying to capture. You have Miss Lana wants to quit running the store because people aren't paying, and Nicodemus is learning he's extending his education to be smarter, which he thinks is going to happen in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Which,
master's degree in 2 weeks.
Master's degree in 2 weeks. That could be a little difficult, maybe.
A little tricky.
Yeah, maybe. Any comments on it so far? Or
I like Nicodemus. I think he's my favorite so far.
yeah, definitely one of my favorites, especially throughout the episode too. But I'll spoil it if I explain that. So I'll just
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil anything. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. So any other comments, or are you ready to keep going?
I'm ready to keep going.
All right.
Here we are at the home of the pencil leg family. There's Papa and Mama and Rudy and Betsy, and is that Alma or Louise? I think maybe it's Louise.
Eugene, you're acting silly again.
Oh, Jeannie, I guess I'd better get down to business, huh? These beautiful birds are called flamingos. This bird appears to have only one leg, but he's playing a trick on us. He's holding his other leg close to his body. Flamingos have skinny legs, but they are very strong. Hey, I think this guy is washing his feet and his face at the same time.
Eugene, he's eating and is standing in his plate.
Oh, Mom would clobber me if I stood in my plate. If I did that, we could really have mashed potatoes. Flamingos are large in comparison to other birds. Their long legs make them excellent waders, and their long necks enable them to reach into the water for food. Long ago, the flamingos were called firebirds because of their bright orange color. In fact, the first four letters, F-L-A-M, are the same as the first four letters of the word flame. Flamingos are tropical birds. That means they are suited for warm climates. They can't live just anywhere. They need lots of warm water and sunshine. Hey, guys, don't start that again. Remember, the last time you fought, you got your necks tangled together and it took me 2 hours to separate you. Come on, fellows, settle down. It doesn't matter who started it, now quit fighting. Flamingos are gregarious birds. They like to stick together in groups. That means they've got to know how to get along with one another. Jesus told us to love our neighbors as ourselves. If we would learn to treat others the way we'd like to be treated, we'd find it much easier to get along.
It's true.
2 plus 4 equals 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 equals 2 plus 4 equals. This is a really hard problem I got here, Miss Lana. 2 plus 4 equals 2 plus 4 equals 2. Oh, molasses. I love molasses and biscuits. Oh, 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 equals 2 plus 4. 2 plus... I'm not bothering you, Miss Lana.
Oh, no.
2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 equals 2 plus 4. Ooh, licorice. Can I have a piece of licorice?
Sure, help yourself.
Yeah, it helped me think better.
That's always grossed me out that he put it in his pocket.
2.
Oh.
2 plus 4 peanuts. Oh man, I love peanuts. Hey, sometimes visual stuff helps you think better. So I got 2 plus 4 plus 4. Ooh, these look great. Love peanuts. Okay, 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4. Plus 4 equals 2 plus 4 equals. Miss Lana, it sure is noisy in here. You know of any other place I can go and study, maybe?
It's noisy in here? Well, Nicodemus, if it's solitude you want, we'll go to jail.
You know, that's a great idea. Miss Lana, you know, I'm working on a really tough problem.
Oh, well, what is it?
2 plus 4 equals. But don't you be concerned. My superior mind, I'll have it figured out by the end of the day. Check you later. Hey, GB, I'm looking for a place, you know, with some peace and quiet so I can get a little studying done. Well, Miss Lana suggested I try the jail. That'd be all right with you?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. I just happen to have to run over to the store to get off Telegram. In fact, if you want to, you can sit right here and use my desk.
Oh, great. Hey, I'm working on a real tough problem, you know.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
2 plus 4 equals. Don't you be concerned, though. By the end of the day, I'll have it all figured out.
All right, listen, you keep an eye on that fella right there for me. His name is the Great Morducci. He's an escape artist, so don't you let him out of your sight.
You got it.
Hey, you. I'm gonna get hungry. I want some of lasagna.
Some of the what?
What's the matter, you? Lasagna.
I don't think we got any La Juana.
Okay, I'll take a linguine or a manicotti.
Well, I don't think we got any of them things. The only thing we got to eat around here is BBs.
BBs?
Yeah, you know, beans and bacon. Hey, and to wash it down with, we'll give you all you can drink of Gospel Bill's coffee. Should say all you can stomach.
I should make a note here. It's a running gag throughout the show, even actually also through the Bill Gunner show that we watched on the other React videos. But it's a running joke that Gospel Bill makes horrible coffee. And so it's a common thing you'll see where Nick, and it's usually Nicodemus who makes a mention of it There's one episode where he's, Gospelville's making something and he's like putting cactus root in the coffee for someone else. And it's like, that cactus root's not going to make it taste very good. He says, like, since when have I been, concerned with how coffee tastes? And then he's like, you can say that again. It's like, Gospelville's my best friend. When it comes to making coffee, the man needs a 3-day seminar, So it's a running gag so that's why he's like, I should say like stomach, So that's kind of funny. It's not really like, it's only important to the show. It's not like, important to the episode or anything. But any comments so far on it? Or
it's pretty funny how he kept going around trying to tell people he's working on a hard problem, and it was just 2 + 4.
I mean, that's a really hard problem. I mean, I don't know. I have to think on that one.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right, but it's can be easy to quit when you think something's hard, right?
Right.
All right. Any other comments right now, or?
Kind of nervous that he has to watch The Prisoner.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of saw a little bit in the preview. We might kind of know something, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. All right. Ready to keep going?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, Lana, things picked up any?
No, not really, but I did get my letters written, and I'm going to get them in the mail this afternoon. I sure hope I get good results.
Oh, you're going to get good results, Lana. You can't quit this store. Listen, I need you to get off a telegram for me, would you?
Sure.
Need to wire the warden. Tell him that I've apprehended Morducci.
The great Morducci?
Yeah, the great Morducci, the escape artist and burglar. Tell him that I need to know if he wants me to bring Morducci to the penitentiary or if I should wait for the marshals to pick him up. I'll be back in about a half hour to pick up the reply.
I'll have it ready for you.
Two plus 4 equals. There's the gospel bell. 2 + 4. Uh-oh. Hey, GB,
What's the matter? What are you doing out here? You're supposed to be watching Morducci.
well, I can't.
Why can't you?
Well, see, he's not there to watch.
Oh, Nicodemus, what happened?
Well, you see, I guess I got to studying so hard on my master's degree, I just dozed off for a minute, and next thing I knew, well, he was gone, and...
All right, get back over to the jail and finish up on your study, and I'll see if I can go round him up somewhere.
Sorry.
That does it. That does it. I quit. That's all the baseball I'm ever going to play. No more baseball for me. I quit. I'm just a big fat failure. That's all I am. And it's your fault, too, Glove. If it hadn't been for you, I probably would have caught at least one of those balls. Man, I can't believe how rotten I am. I'm the worst baseball player who ever lived. I'm a big fat failure. What's the matter, Eugene? You're looking at a big fat failure, Jeannie. A big fat failure. Why do you say that? Because I don't know how to play baseball. Oh, yes, you do. I've seen you play before. Jeannie, I made 3 runs. Well, that's wonderful for the other team. I overthrew second base. The ball landed in the other dugout. Those guys went nuts. They scored 3 runs, and it was all because of me. I cost our team the game. Oh, Eugene, don't take it so hard. Everybody makes mistakes. Oh, yeah? Well, I make lots of mistakes. Too many. Do you know that the other team cheers when I come to bat? Now, don't give up on yourself, Eugene. Look, this is something you really wanted to do, right? Yeah, I thought I wanted to do it, but not anymore. I want to quit.
The bank's not supposed to be closed today. Not today, Morducci. Hold it right there. Why don't you just deposit the money back inside here? I think you probably already know the way to jail. It's right that way.
Spoil all of my fun.
2 plus 4 equals... Oh, I give up. I've been working on this one problem for 7 hours and I still can't get it. I quit.
Right this way, Morducci. You know the way.
Well, Gospel Bill, you caught him.
Yeah, I caught him trying to escape out of Mr. Tutwater's bank with all the money.
Well, it's good to know that at least one of us is successful.
What's the matter here?
Well, this getting your education ain't all it's cracked up to be. I mean, you'd think they'd start you out with some easy problems, but they throw the hard stuff at you right off the bat, like 2 plus 4 equals. It's just too hard. I give up.
No, wait a minute. Don't give up yet, Nicodemus. Don't quit. Look, you felt this was really important, right?
Well, yeah.
If it was important enough to start, it's important enough to finish.
Well, yeah.
You can't give up, Nicodemus. Look, God's going to help you finish your education, but you can't quit.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Thanks, Gospel Bill.
All right, now I'm going to give you a little extra time to study, but I want you to watch Morducci for me while you're studying. You got that?
Okay, I got it. He might fool me once, but he won't fool me again.
All right. I got to get a telegram over at the general store. I'll be back as soon as I get the reply.
All right. Okay. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6! That's it! Morducci! 2 plus 4 equals 6!
I'm really happy for you.
So the interesting thing I noticed there is that Nicodemus was ready to quit, like he wanted to give up, and he was like that far away from getting the answer.
If he had quit, he wouldn't have gotten it.
That's right. Yeah. I've noticed with a lot of things when it comes to like, you know, things, whether maybe it is like math and homework, things like that, but like things with life, sometimes you're like that far away from like getting the answer and you feel like quitting. And it's important, you know, like they're saying in the episode, is to not quit, because if you quit, like you said, if he had quit, he wouldn't have gotten the answer. But if you keep going, you may be just that far away from getting it, you know.
Right.
And any comments so far?
Well, I hope Nicodemus doesn't get distracted again.
That would be bad.
That would be a little bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. All right, then you ready to keep going then? All right.
Lana, have you got a reply from a telegram yet?
Oh, I sure do, Sheriff. Here you go.
Wow. Says here that the warden is sending 10 marshals to pick up Morducci.
I wonder why 10?
Yeah, that's a lot of men. I guess it's just because he's such a crafty fella, he takes extra security. I wonder if I did the right thing, leaving him all alone with Nicodemus.
Well, let's go to the next problem here. Let's see now. 87 times 52 divided by 7.3 equals 619, 72, 602. Hey, that's right. It's getting easier all the time.
That's quite a jump. Just gonna put that out there.
You! Fire! Fire! I'm a no wanna die! Get me out of here!
Well, how did that get started?
I don't know. Fire! Fire! Come on, get me out of here!
All right, get out! Well, how did this get... Oh, no, not again. Morducci.
Enjoy your babies, eh? Later, dude.
You know, it's embarrassing moments like these that one remembers, well, sometimes the rest of his life. Help!
Nicodemus, don't tell me it happened again. Here.
Yeah, thanks, Gospel Bill.
Lan, I've got to send off another wire. The great Morducci has escaped again.
He what?
Yeah, he broke out of jail. This has got to go to the warden.
Oh, Sheriff. You should know by now you cannot keep the great Morducci in your jail.
Am confident of recapture.
Sheriff, don't look now, but there is a dark-haired man looking in the window.
Sounds like Morducci. Lana, can I still get into the alley from your storeroom?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Lana, while I'm here, is there anything heavy you'd like me to bring out of the storeroom?
Oh, yes. Sheriff, I need some flour. You could get me 2 bags of flour.
Okay, I'll see if I can round that up.
And Sheriff, while you're back there, I could use some sugar, too. Bring 2 bags. What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Morducci, you know what I don't understand about you? When you break out of jail, you never leave town.
Ah, Sheriff, what's the matter? You don't like the game of cat and mouse, eh?
Look, the game's okay. I just hope you're ready to pay the penalty. You got 10 years in the penitentiary.
10 years? Hey, Sheriff, I tell you what, I make you an offer, eh? What do you say we started the game all over and we go home, eh?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going home. I'm going to my home, and you're going to your new home, the penitentiary.
Ah, what's the matter, Sheriff? You never quit?
Well, nope. Let's go, Morducci. Come on.
No fun.
It's no use, Jeannie. Nothing you can ever say or do is gonna make me play baseball again.
Eugene, you worked really hard to join this team, right?
Well, sort of.
And you spent a lot of money too, right?
Well, yeah.
Don't give up so easy.
But, Jeannie, I can't face those people again. They all laugh when I go play baseball.
Look, everybody has a bad day. You had one bad day, so don't give up now.
But, Jeannie, I can't face those people again. They're going to make fun of me.
Listen, Eugene, don't be a quitter. If you thought this was important enough to start, you ought to see it through to the end. Do you want to quit things the rest of your life? Just because the going gets tough, are you going to quit everything you do?
Well, no. I'll finish lots of things.
You'll only wind up finishing the things that are easy. There are a lot of tough things you're going to face in life, Eugene, but if you give up every time something gets tough, you're going to give up all the time.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is kind of tough to think about. Well, I don't know if I can do it.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Are you sure?
Only if you'll try again.
All right, Jeannie. I'll go back. I won't quit. Thanks for the advice.
Well, by now, the great Morducci ought to be checking in his new home. You know, that marshal told me that they're going to put him into a brand new cell that's made just for escape artists. This cell has no bars, no windows, and only one small door, and outside the door are 2 guards round the clock. Hey, Lana, what about your payments? Have you got any money through the mail?
I haven't received one payment through the mail
Really?
because everyone has come in person to pay me.
Well, I do have an announcement to make.
Oh, yeah? Well, does this have anything to do with the furthering of your education?
Yes, it does. I advanced 1 whole complete grade.
Hey, that's great, Nicodemus. What grade are you in now?
Well, let's see. It's, that information is confidential.
Well, let me tell you something. No matter how long it takes you to finish school this way, remember one thing. Don't ever quit.
So learning from the episode, I think there's a little bit, they often have like a music video or something like that in there. And Gospel Bill will talk a little bit at the end. But It talks about it seems like a small thing to talk about not quitting. Like it may not seem like it's an important thing, but I like in the puppet skit there with Eugene and Genie, they're some of my favorite characters there. But she talks about you'll only wind up doing the easy things. If you quit when things get tough, you'll wind up only finishing the things that are easy. And so it's like when things come at life, especially with your walk with the Lord, it's not always going to be easy, and so it's important not to just give up when this, that, or the other thing gets a little bit hard, because when something comes against you, when your walk with God, with being a Christian, it's going to be very easy. If you're in the habit of quitting these small things, then it's going to be very easy for you to quit this very important walk with the Lord when it gets tough. So that's why it's important, and you should never quit on that, and so it's important with that. And I think the best way to get that strength is to have the Word of God inside of you. He'll help you with that. Any comments on that?
I liked how they tied the Eugene wanting to quit in with Nicodemus, because Nicodemus wanted to quit.
Right.
And he didn't quit.
Yeah.
And then Eugene wanted to quit, and his friend was like, "No, don't quit." So
that's right. Yeah.
I liked how they tied that in together. That was nice.
Yeah, it's usually all all the different points or all the different plots. Miss Lana, Gospelville, Nicodemus, and Eugene, they all were about not quitting. So that was cool. I agree. That's cool how to do that.
And same thing for Miss Lana. She could have given up and not sent those letters out, and she wouldn't have gotten the money. So and then she sent the letters and then got the money. So that was a nice tie-in too.
Which that's an interesting side note, is that she thought maybe people really didn't care about her, but they just didn't know that it was bad. They just didn't know that she needed them to pay, and they were ready and able. And it's the devil does that very often. Like she was wanting to quit because she thought no one cared, and the devil does that a lot of, like, right away. He's like, oh, no one cares about you. It's you might as well just quit. This isn't worth doing. But right, exactly. But the truth of the matter was they just didn't know, and they just sometimes you just gotta speak up about a certain thing. You'll find out it's different. And there are some mean people who maybe don't care, but that's where you find your trust in God, and you are secure in Him, and you knew that there are other people that do care. Yeah,
because God does care. So
that's right. All right. Any other comments on it thus far?
I really liked the episode. It seems short, but they got a lot in there.
Yeah, it does. It felt very fast paced. Like with some of the other ones, it was like, okay, let's pause with everything that's like packed in so far. But this kind of was like, it kind of felt like it went like quick.
It's like quick, yeah.
It's here, now it's gone. Yeah, it's definitely feels a lot faster. I think part of it is because they have like the Eugene skit in the middle and the different things. It kind of jumps around a lot. It kind of goes through quicker that way.
Yeah.
It might actually be overall shorter too, looking at it a little bit. But any other comments on it there? It's got a little bit left on it here, so let's
okay, there's more.
I need to make this a ringtone.
Yes.
Ooh, I like this music video.
Dennis, are you watching a scary movie again? Dennis!
Dennis, I told you to quit watching that junk. It's not good for you.
Oh, Mom, it's no big deal.
You are more than a physical man, but inside you lives spiritual sin, and you need to remember he's got to be fed too. Well, he don't eat candy, he don't eat cake, but he loves to chew on spiritual steak. And when you read God's word, that is what you do. So read the word and pray every day. I promise you will grow. You gotta read the word and pray every day. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. Yeah. Well, the part of me that you can't see is not as big as what's inside me. A superhero lives within my heart. So words of faith are what I speak. And Sam stays strong and he won't get weak. And I will stop the devil's fiery darts. But you gotta read the word and pray every day. And I promise you will grow. You gotta read the word and pray every day. And you will grow. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. Yeah, read the word and pray every day. I promise you gonna grow. But you gotta read the word and pray every day. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. Yeah, read the word and pray every day. I promise you gonna grow. But you gotta read the word and pray every day. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. You will grow. You're gonna grow.
Hey, you know, everybody feels like giving up from time to time. I mean, we all have problems, and all of us feel like giving up at one time or another. So whenever things come against you and you feel like throwing in the towel, when you feel like quitting, wait just a minute. If you really believe you were supposed to do this in the first place, now is not the time to quit. We all have bad days, and God can help you to overcome. You're not going to win every little battle that comes down the road of life, but I promise you this, you're going to win the war, because the Bible says God is on our side, and if God be for us, who can be against us? So remember, no matter how tough things seem, don't quit. God wants to help you win.
All right, there we go. I don't know if there's a better way to wrap it up than the way you said it there, but
right, that kind of summed the whole thing up for us.
The whole thing in like, I don't know, 20 seconds or less. There you go. So there we go. That's our first gospel bill of Staggernots React. What did you think?
I liked it.
You liked it? Have you ever seen, that you recall, have you ever seen gospel bills before?
Maybe like over someone else's shoulder, but I don't remember this episode.
Yeah,
so maybe when I was like really little or something, and it was on a different TV, but no, I don't have a good memory of them.
So as far as your first introduction to gospel bill,
right,
it was good.
Yeah, it was a good introduction.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, this is one of my this is a show episode I grew up on. We only had, they were released back in the day of VHS videotape, so we only had we had a very limited number of the gospel bills growing up, and so this is one of the ones I grew up on. So I could practically quote it with it. I had to make sure I don't, but yeah. All right. So I don't know. Maybe next time we'll watch another gospel bill. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. Get to watch more of them.
Yeah. And so next time we'll probably do one more like our other ones, more in person there, because we'll be able to meet up there. But any any wrap-up comments other than the fact that Gospel Bill did it pretty well?
Yeah, Gospel Bill kind of covered all the points, but I liked the music video at the end too.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's one of my favorites there.
Yeah, it had a good point about praying and reading the word, which is something that sometimes we all forget to do, or we'll be tired and don't feel like doing it. Like the kid in the video, he just laid there and read the magazine and did other things except read the word. And then when he finally read the word, it was good for him. So I thought that was a nice little video.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's one of my favorites there. I like how they have the devil. He's got this black cowboy hat and a cape and this red thing. He doesn't necessarily look like that I know of, but but I like how he, the devil comes back to try to attack him again, because before he knew he was spiritually weak, and that's one thing about watching a bunch of garbage and reading garbage, is it does make your spirit weak, and it can affect your body, is what you saw there. When the devil came back though, after he'd been reading the word, he
was stronger.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites there.
It's really catchy too, so it might be in my head.
It's me in your head for the rest of the day. Should I say I'm sorry and you're welcome, or just you're welcome? Yeah. It depends on the situation. Just you're welcome. Okay. All right. Well, then, unless do you have any other? I'm trying to make sure I can talk to a camera for 15 minutes straight, so I have to make sure I'm letting other people talk. So I want to make sure. Do you have any other wrap up stuff there? Or?
No, I think Gospel Bill pretty much covered the wrap up well.
Yeah. All righty. Well, in that case, I hope you all enjoyed watching the Staggernots React video. Like I said, we got 2 other ones. You can look back on the channel, look for those, and we're definitely going to have more in the future. Hope you enjoyed the shows. You can send us recommendations. IGotQuestions at Staggernots.com if you want to make recommendations, like in English, recommendations of other things to watch or listen to, or me doing some music in the future as well. So yeah, you can check it out there. And till then, we'll see each other again next time. Roll credits.
Bye.
Uh-oh.